So waiting for the bus. Still waiting. I'm always too early. I'd rather always be too early than late. Missed the bus. There's only 2 buses to Oslo today. So I'm just booked into the Radisson Airport Hotel, staying in the Radisson tonight. I know it's quite a flash hotel, but the flight leaves tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock for Iceland, and unfortunately the airport bus from Reykjavik is not so reliable, and the earliest bus would have had me arriving at the airport at 9 o'clock, and would have given me 5 minutes to get from the bus to board the plane. So I had to stay at the hotel. There are cheaper hotels near the airport, but this one is the closest. The others you still have to use a taxi, and I've stayed here before, and the last time we managed to leave the room 20 minutes before the flight, and we still got to the gate with 5 minutes to spare. This room isn't actually too bad. The last time I stayed in this hotel, there was some random huge plastic chili on the wall. So thank goodness don't have that there to give me nightmares tonight. So I've been quite excited about this trip to Iceland, and I've done a bit of research. I've pre-booked some of the little trips I want to do, one of them being the Northern Lights. The Northern Lights has been one of my dreams to see. I do have this app on my phone called Aurora, and that lets me know when the Northern Lights could be visible. I've had some text messages coming through from Aurora saying that in the next hour I'll be able to see the Northern Lights in Reykjavik, but every time I get these messages, it's always so overcast. Once I did see like a fuzzy green sky, but it wasn't the spectacular Northern Lights that I want to see. Unfortunately, looking at the weather forecast, I've been checking every single day, and it's not changing. It seems to be rain for the whole week that I'm there, which is a bit of a downer, because don't know how much Northern Lights you're going to see with clouds and rain. But luckily I bought like a bus pass for the Northern Lights, that if I don't see it the first night that I'm there, then I can go for free every other night until I do see it. But I'm only there for 4 nights, so I don't think that, I don't know. I'm just hoping I'm going to be seeing the Northern Lights. It's on my bucket list. The snowmobile, driving the snowmobile is another one on the bucket list, but now I'm worrying that there might not even be snow in Iceland. And you think of Iceland, you think of ice, snow, you don't think of rain. And so that will be really a bit disturbing, but these things happen, and when you're traveling you have to take the rough with the smooth, and that is how it is, I guess. I managed to get the flight really cheap for like a really good deal. I've been flying with Norwegian Airlines for the last couple of trips that I've done, and collecting the air miles, and I've discovered that if you book your hotel through Norwegian Air as well, then you get even more cash points for booking the hotel. And I've managed to get in a year quite a lot of points, so that when I used them to fly to Iceland, it only cost me 16 euros. I mean, from Oslo, return airfare, Oslo to Reykjavik, and it's, 16 euros. You can't go wrong. So I'm going to keep watching the weather, and I'm going to keep praying hard that the rain stops, because I'm going to the Blue Lagoon as well, and I'm not sure how pleasant that will be in the rain. Mind you, it might even be worse in the snow. I don't know. So this is going to be a huge adventure.
Not quite good enough for Damien, but I'm saying
Even on holiday, you got to make sure that you can still always watch Super Rugby on your MacBook wherever you go. Yes, I know this is a little scary, but this is my happy smiling face. My rugby team won. Well, I don't know if they really should have won, but in the 86th minute, 6 minutes into extra time, they managed to score a try. But also my happy smiling face is because I went and got myself some Wagamama. And that is because I really don't want to eat at the Radisson. The last time I ate at their restaurant, the prices were unbelievable, astronomical. And I ordered fish and chips, and I got, I promise you, no lie, 3 little, I don't know if they were fish balls or what they were, but each one was about the size of a thumbnail. And that cost me, I don't even want to say, way too much money. So I'd rather just nip across from the hotel, across the road, to the airport, to Wagamama. So, enjoy your dinner. So I've arrived in my room at the Metropolitan Hotel. Nothing flash, like a toilet with, oh my goodness, can I even fit? Okay, it's like it's a toilet with a shower in the toilet. So you can sit on the toilet and have a shower at the same time. And yeah, I can spend one night in one bed, another night in another bed. No frills, but you're paying no frills prices. I'm not sure if there's a view. Whoops. Let's have a look. Oh, lovely view of rain. You come to Iceland and you think Iceland will be covered in ice and snow. No, just an icy cold wind. But the room wasn't ready, so I had to wander around a little bit first and then grab a bite to eat while I waited for my room. Waiting for the bus, not sure if I'll get to see the Northern Lights today. There are some stars out. The rain seems to have stopped, so hopefully there's enough clear sky to see the lights tonight. Well, last night I headed out for the to go and see the Northern Lights, and we thought it was going to be some sort of miracle because the cloud cover miraculously disappeared, the stars came out, and beautiful clear sky, and there were several hundred people there, all on different tours, all anticipating the arrival of the Northern Lights. But I think they went to get the Oscars instead, because they did not appear. So we waited there till just after midnight and got in back to the hotel after probably about 1 a.m. and slept in a little bit this morning. And today's goal is the Blue Lagoon, but looking outside, it is overcast and drizzling, so yeah, the weather's not cooperating at all this trip. But you know, I'll try again another night with the Northern Lights. I might go Wednesday. I don't think I'll go tonight. But yeah, it's quite cold out there when you go, and to stand there and it's going to be overcast and there's not going to be much chance of seeing something. I don't know if that's worth the effort. But my 3 goals for this trip: Northern Lights, Blue Lagoon, and going on a snowmobile down a glacier. So let's hope I manage to achieve some of them.
Table for one.
The food or just drinks?
Food. Thank you.
So at the moment we're only serving that has the star in front of it.
Okay.
Sitting in the dark next to an ornamental lake, waiting for the bus to come and take me to the Golden Circle and hopefully snowmobile down the glacier. This trip was supposed to have happened yesterday, but it was cancelled because the weather got absolutely vile. So hopefully more or less clear skies and the excitement shall start.